So hello everyone, this is the interview preparation video number 1 on the topic of constructors. So in this whole video, we will be going to discuss some in-depth concept behind the constructor functions. So let's start. First of all, this is the very basic question that comes in our mind whenever we are learning JavaScript. So what is the this keyword and why we are using this keyword? So this is nothing but an object. Yes, it is as simple as like that. This is an object, or we can say that this points to an object. Like, for example, we have some objects like you and me. We are an object because we have some properties. Okay, then a home is a object, and a bike can be a object because we have some properties. So this points to, to these objects only. Okay, now coming to the next slide, this is also another very general question. So where we can declare a variable means we can declare a variable in 2 or 3 ways, or we can say that in different scopes. Like we can declare a variable in global scope. So as the name suggests, global scope means we are declaring a variable universally, means each and everyone can have have a access of the variable declared in the global scope, means anyone can access that particular variable whenever they want. Okay, now coming to the second point, so we can declare a variable inside a function. So whenever this function is called, at that point only variable is used. Okay, now the third point is the inside a method. So uh, what is the difference between the method and a function? So a method is nothing but we have an object. So inside the object, if we are declaring, if we are defining one function, so this particular function is a method. I can repeat the sentence. Whenever we have an object, so inside that particular object, if we are have a function inside it, so this particular function is known as method. Okay, so now this is a very interesting question. So if you are able to solve it, so solve it by yourself. We have 1 minute. If you are unable to solve, then we will solve it. Okay, so the what this question is saying is that we have to create a function, and then we have to return the object, means inside a function we have to return the object. Okay, so now quickly I created a index.html file in which I have created one h1 tag. Inside this h1 tag, I write the heading, which is the constructors, So, and also one script file, which externally I have created, and the name is index.js. So now, first of all, we have to we have to create we have to declare one variable. So we created a variable called p1, and this p1 containing the object values which comes from then which come from a function. So let's suppose the function name is shop, and this shop function contains a name, for example the product name like Puma. Okay, and the price, suppose 799 is the price of the product Puma. Okay, now quickly console.log for printing purpose. Now product 1 and P1. Okay. Now this shop function contains the now this shop function have two parameters, Puma and the price. Okay, so these two values directly passed to the definition of a shop function. So now quickly create a function. So we can create a function by using the keyword of function, okay, in JavaScript. Now the name of the function is shop, and the two values, the two parameters of the shop function are, first is the name and the second is the price. So we created two local variable n and p. Okay, now quickly create one object. Let's suppose I have one object product. Suppose the name of the object is product. Okay, now to create an object we have to use the curly braces. Now my object is created and the object name is product. Now quickly give some properties of the product object. So product dot name equals to n. This n contains Puma. We know na that n is nothing but the value passed here. Okay, so this n contains Puma. So the product object having name property and this name contains Puma. Okay, so similarly second property is also there, which is the price. So product dot price equal to P. So this P contains 799. Okay, similar kind of things. So now it's time to return the object. Object name is product. Okay, so we have completed our task. We created one function whose name is shop, and this shop function have one object called product, and this product contains two property, name and the price, and contains the value n and p, and at the end we returning the product, which is the object. Okay, so now it's time to check whether we are getting the correct output or not. So quickly save the code. See, we got our answer. We have product 1 and we created an object. See, this is an object and we have two properties, name Puma and the price is 799. Okay, so this is how we create an object and return the object inside a function. Now it's time to convert this simple function into a constructor function. It is very simple to convert the normal function into a constructor function. So quickly convert, now we quickly convert this function into a constructor function. So now writing repeatedly the object name, we can use this keyword. Okay, so this dot name and this dot product. So this dot name contains the n and this dot price contains the p. Okay, now instead of returning the product here. So firstly we will see that what will happen if we return product here, and what will happen if we don't return the product value. So quickly save the code. Now also I am getting some output, but it is unable to understand. Okay, now if okay, so now if I don't want to return the value, return any value, so what will happen? Quickly see what will happen. So this product one means this line. So the product one, which is p1, now p1 containing the undefined, means this shop function is not returning anything. Okay, so this p1 contains undefined. So whenever you get this type of value undefined, at the time you are getting some values from another place, so this is because you are getting nothing. Okay, now quickly see how to resolve this type of things. There is another keyword which is very useful in JavaScript, that is a new keyword. So what this new keyword will does with our code, or why we are using this new keyword, is to return something. Means see, we commented the return statement and we are using the new statement instead of it. So what will happen, we will check. Okay, see, we got our answer. So this function returns the object product without writing the return statement. And how can we achieve this thing? By writing the new keyword only in front of the function declaration. Okay, so this new keyword, what we can say is that this new keyword is equal to the return, है ना? And whenever we are using this, so this keyword is nothing but a object, because instead of writing the object name again and again, we are writing just a this keyword. So this is equals to the this is equals to the product, which is the object, and new is equals to the return. Okay, so this is all about the constructor function. While playing with the code, we got our constructor function, and also it is returning the value without using the return statement. Okay, so that's all from today. That's all for the today. Now, okay, bye.